So who is your guy?
It's Joaquin Mendez.
Joaquin Mendez.
Yes, we've been delaying on him because he had been in federal court
Okay,
and was finally sentenced. I've given Megan all the paperwork on that. But unfortunately, I've got to be back in federal court at 10 a.m.
okay, what is your client's cause number?
It's let's see,
And he's on the docket today, right?
yes.
Okay. I'm trying to find him on the docket.
It's 2023.
Ah,
sorry, I've got another person. I apologize.
yeah, we're looking for Mendez.
2023, 1197 and 1198. Are you all working this afternoon?
No, because I have to go to a meeting that they have arranged.
Oh, boy. Gotta watch
Yeah,
out
I'm
for
supposed
those
to,
days.
well,
They
you
run
know,
the docket, you know?
they do. I'm supposed to be doing a continuing legal education thing. So I've got to learn to say no. Because between this and teaching, yeah,
That's a
but
lot.
it's fun.
That's a lot. Well, if,
Okay, so the federal court date, 2/16, what happened?
he was sentenced to 240 months
Okay,
on that date. Megan has a copy of the judgment.
Mhm.
So she's working up an offer on his two cases here, same episode, cases. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be back till noon from, federal court.
no, what I'll do is I'll recall it. Norma, on Mendez, I need a 3-week reset.
And he's in custody, Judge, so he's not
Is
going
he,
anywhere.
he's in custody oh, this is Mr. Mendez here.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
that's it. Yes, he was writted here.
All right.
I think it March 10th.
All right, so sir, we're gonna come back on March 10th in regards to your cases you have here, okay? All right, Norma, if you make sure you put a hold on him.
Good to see you.
All right. Do you have any questions? All right, thank you. We'll see you back on March 10th.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you. Ray Guthrie? All right, State, are you aware of this motion?
Yes, ma'am.
No, sorry, yeah, you. I hope you're aware of it.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you have any objection to amending the conditions? Probation, are you aware of this request to amend conditions? All right, so if y'all will confer with probation. Yeah, if you want to show her that. All right, thank you. Just have a seat and we'll call you back up.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, could I see the parties on Ray Guthrie? All right, probation, you've had a chance to review this request?
Yes. And I learned that he was just granted probation in January. So I would like to see him in person. They can work out a schedule between he and his probation officer to work out a schedule to see him in person whenever he is in town, not working.
All right, so,
From my understanding, he knows ahead of time when he's gonna be gone for weeks at a time.
mhm.
So that's the main thing.
All right, so this is what we'll do. And I need you to hear me clearly, right?
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right, so number one, probation is correct when they say you were just placed on probation in January, and we're still in what is this, February still? Yeah. Deputy Laura should remember because it's Black History Month. All right, so what you're gonna have to do is contact probation, give them your work schedule. They'll arrange a time for you to come in around your work schedule. And what I can tell you, if there are no issues, and I'd say in like 4 months, just come back and then I'll probably grant it.
Okay.
All right. So just make sure you call them, and if for some reason he can't get in touch with them or something's going wrong, first of all, make sure you email and call so you have a record of it. And if for some reason there's an issue, then you can come into court and say, hey, my client tried to call them to get an appointment.
And to make it perfect clear, we are amending the conditions for them to be able to travel for work.
I was just gonna
Yes.
ask that.
Yes, he'll be able to travel for work. Do you want to
Yes.
place this on the record?
Yes, Judge, if we can, just
Okay.
briefly.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 009502 State versus Ray Guthrie. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrea Matos for the defense.
And are you Mr. Guthrie? All right, it's my understanding that you're requesting a permission to change or alter and amend your conditions of probation as it relates to reporting. Off the record, the court made the ruling, so here's the ruling, so hear it clearly. Number one, probation has informed me that you are aware of what your work schedule will be ahead of time. So you'll need to arrange to report, and you have the court's permission to report around your work schedule. However, it says that you are out of the county a few weeks out of the month. You still will have to report at least once a month.
Yes, sir.
If there are no issues, you can come back in 4 months and the court will reconsider granting that. And the court will allow for permission to travel for work. So out of county, it's for work only. So it can't be other things. If there are other things that you want to travel for other than out of county for work, you'll have to get permission from the court.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything you do not understand?
No, ma'am, I understand perfectly.
All right. And probation, is there anything else? All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And I will give you the order so you can have a copy of it.
Yes, Judge, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that don't.
All right, Hagee,
That was crazy.
Good morning, Your Honor.
morning. So my understanding on Lampkin, you all have filed a motion for an evaluation, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reset this. Let me see, just one moment. All right, your evaluation for him or the status is not set till May 12th. And that is in the magistrate's court. So we'll set it sometime after May
I
12th.
understand.
All right, Norm, I need a day after May 12th.
Do you want to do like mid-June, Judge, or?
No, at the end of May, so we won't lose track of him.
May 28th.
All right, so we'll reset it for May 28th. And if you have some updates before then, just let us know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Judge.
All right, thank you. Hello. Hi. So the person is Cortez Jimenez, and I'm just going to give him a date. He is on the front row in the green shirt. David Cortez Jimenez, if you'll come forward.
May I have the cost number, please?
It's 2019 CR 6016.
Thank you so much. ¿Tienes un segundo? ¿Tienes aquí? ¿Tienes aquí? Tu nombre es David Cortés Jiménez.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
good morning.
Good morning. So here's the thing. If we have a translator, we can't waste them, right? If we have the interpreter. So we need to speak to each other in different languages.
So es que tienen que hablar en español. Sí, sí, sí.
Sí. Sí.
Yes.
Right. Buenos dias. So this is the second time you've been late. You cannot be late for court anymore. Court starts at 9 a.m. Do you understand?
Sí.
Yes.
Is there a reason why you've been late? Is there something that I need to know about for you with regards to time?
No, pues, había muchas personas en la línea.
There were a lot of people online.
Okay.
Y yo hoy tenía alguna bolsa que tenía que entregar en mi carro.
Una bolsa.
No, en mi bolsa de pantalón tenía una herramienta que uso.
Oh,
Es una parte chiquita y me dijeron que la tenía que dejar en el carro.
oh, and then I had something in my pocket, like it was like a small tool that I normally use. So they told me I had to take it back.
Back outside. Okay.
Yo otra vez hice línea para
And then I had to get in line again.
All right, so here's the thing, you can't be late for court anymore, all right? And then what I can tell you, when you're coming through security, there's a lot of things they won't let you have. So if you have one of the Swiss Army knives, the little pocket knife thing, they won't let you bring that in. Really, the only thing they'll let you bring in of metal is usually car keys or some type of keys.
Sí, fue error mío porque era un socket que traía.
It was my mistake. It was a socket that I was carrying.
Okay. All right, so your attorney says he's going to be in jury trial, he thinks, in Comal County. So we are going to recall your case in 2 weeks, and you need to make sure that you're on time.
Yes,
Sí, señor.
yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, what date?
March 3rd.
All right, so you'll need to be here March 3rd at 9 a.m. They're going to give you a reset form. And once you sign that, you'll be excused.
Sí, señoría.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do you have any questions?
No.
No.
All right, thank you.
Gracias.
Oh, Donata. Yes.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning. I'm here on Mr. Gonzalez, Judge,
Mhm.
and part of the plea agreement is for him to work out a plea for him down in court 4,
Mhm.
and they're gonna TIC your case here. So may I be allowed to take him down
Yes.
there and do that? Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm running late. I had to go to the 226.
Oh, no problem. All right, anyone ready?
Yes, Maria Ruiz on page 9, 2 down, Judge.
All right, are y'all ready to proceed on the motion?
For Mr. Reese,
Yes.
I don't recall which motion I may have filed on that.
Well, I mean, on the motion to revoke.
Oh, motion to vote. Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. Reese is there in custody. Did you want it brought up here?
Yes.
Ms. Reese? So Judge, I know last time the court allowed his leave to see about mental health court.
Mhm.
I spoke with Ms. Adrian Rodriguez. She stated that she's gonna be screened this week to see about her meeting criteria for mental health court. I did speak with the prosecutors here as well as the prosecutors for the magistrate court. If she did meet criteria for mental health court, they said that they may be amenable to working out the probation case, closing that one out so she can do this program here.
Yes.
But it seems like we're requesting a reset so she can be screened this week and then so we can know the findings of that screen.
All right, because she has another case, correct?
Yes, Judge, and that's the one we requested her to a referral on for the mental health court. That new case, then I did speak with them and they said, well, if she has a probation case, she's not eligible, but
Mhm.
being that she has significant mental health issues and the MTR was issued because of those issues.
Mhm.
We're trying to find a workaround to hopefully get her some treatment through the new case.
All right, and did they give you a time frame?
They said that they would be meeting this week within the next couple days, Judge. And I believe it may take maybe a week or two from there to a master findings and report for me to find them. I would say if it's okay with the court, 3 weeks.
Yes, I was gonna say we'll do it in 3 weeks, and if they're completed before the 3 weeks, we'll have you brought back before 3 weeks. All right, I need a 3-week reset.
Yes, that'll be March.
Vashon,
Yes, Judge.
Maria Ruiz is coming back on March 10th. We're getting an update on the mental health
Okay, Judge. Thank you.
evaluation.
Thank you. Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else that's needed?
Nothing further regarding Ms. Reeves, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Have a seat, ma'am. I'll take you right now. Thank you.
John Marlin, if you'll come down. All right, what is happening with the VTC referral?
They came by this morning. I believe that they're coming by to do a in-person appointment with him at the jail.
The Veterans Court requests that in order to give him his evaluation done and everything, the earliest they can get the evaluation done is March 26th. And we can, he said anytime after that, he could give him an answer.
All right.
Well, Your Honor, so he just told me that if I was to get out, that to come see him directly, and he could probably get something done, I guess, quicker.
We're going to try to see about getting involved in that misdemeanor, Judge.
All right. So, Norma, recall this after March, when? After March,
After the 27th.
after March 27th? All right, so we'll bring you back on March 30th and give him a reset form. Sorry, it's taking so long. I'm not in charge of that.
I
program.
understand
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Darren Daniel Villarreal. All right, so today is plea deadline day.
It is, Judge, and we've discussed, we would like a trial setting.
All right, so your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not consider any plea bargain agreements in this case without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, how long do y'all expect this trial to last?
2, maybe 3 days at the most.
All right, and is this family violence criminal trial division?
CT.
All right, I need a jury trial date, 2 days. And I'll need the acknowledgement of the state. I need the acknowledgement of discovery. All right. And counsel, I'm assuming you have the discovery on the PF case number?
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
That's in misdemeanor court.
yes.
April 7th, Judge?
All right, April 7th. Once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused. Thank you. Christian Allen Ruiz Garcia. All right, have you all reached an agreement? It's going to be a jury trial.
We have not, Judge. This is in case you brought us back because we're trying to get a bench warrant on a co-defendant. And I've notified the state where he is. He was originally in juvenile detention.
Okay.
Because he's getting transferred to TDC. Now we found him.
Okay.
So that resolves that issue.
Mhm.
We still have tremendous discovery issues. I still don't have anything that I've asked for in terms of the juvenile records. Matter of fact, the state gave me a listing of like 10 or 12 police reports.
Mhm.
I made my own request to the city and they sent me a letter back. We're not gonna give them to you. So I keep running into the same merry-go-round. So not only the state refusing to give it to me, but the city's refusing to give it to me. And I've thought about this backwards and forwards, and I think it's just an extremely unique situation where a juvenile is a co-defendant, here he is, Judge, with an adult, and the case is actually gonna maybe go to trial, et cetera, et cetera.
So the person who was sent to TDC, was it because of juvenile issues or something completely different?
He had more than 10 aggravated robberies, 5 of which my client is co-defendant, and the others he's not. Right? But they won't give me access to anything. Basically. And if they give me access to the files that my client is on, well, that doesn't help me any because I already have them. I have them through my discovery on my client's cases. What I really want is all the rest of them. But if they benchmark this guy back and they talk to him, maybe that'll help us get somewhere. I did get a new offer today that I haven't yet even converted, conveyed to my client. But
6-5.
I figured now that we know where the co-defendant is and the bench warrant can be issued, we can get another date.
All right. And let me just tell you. With the juvenile records and the bench warrant, there is a motion you can file to get those.
We've already had.
I'm gonna pull into my memory bank. No, there's something else. Because I just remember I had something similar to this when I was a defense attorney. So I'm just gonna pull it from my memory bank and I'll let both sides know. And then whatever you all want to do, you can do. All right, Ms. Ferguson. on this case, did they do the bench warrant today?
They haven't done it yet because I just got that information like within the last 10 days.
All right, Norma, how long does it take when a bench warrant is signed?
Maybe 10 working days, just bring the defendant.
All right, so let's recall this in 20 days. And I'll sign that.
And I'll try to follow up. I did file a motion for the bench warrant, so I need to go find the order so I can
Okay.
get you to sign it. And I can tell you, Judge, I also have a motion to dismiss on file speedy trial grounds. This case is from 2020, Four?
All right.
going on 2 years.
All right, state,
Yes, sir.
on this case, this is going to be called for March 9th. See about the bench warrant. And then we can hear their issue where they're requesting a dismissal for one of a speedy trial. All right, so you'll be ready on that day for that motion?
It's already on file, Judge, yes.
All right,
March 9th.
Norma?
Yeah.
It's also going to be to hear his motion to dismiss for one of a speedy trial. And that has nothing to do with this court. I'm assuming it has something to do when it was filed.
It's been indicted for more than a year, Judge, I'm sure.
Okay. All right, and what I can tell you in this court, that's because y'all
Been
have
the
been trying to
discovery.
get the
It's been
discovery.
Yes.
Yes.
We actually had a hearing in front of the juvenile judge and he denied us as well. So
Mhm.
we've covered every base we can cover to try to get these records.
You know what? So here's my question for the juvenile people. If you have information that somebody is not guilty of an offense, or that you can't prove that somebody is innocent, you're telling me I'm not going to turn over any records because,
Well, it gets more complicated than that, Judge. What happened in juvenile court is he had so many cases down there
Mhm.
that he pled out on other ones and they didn't even look at these.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they even evaluated him for filing I don't even think they even filed a petition on it.
you can do a protective order. I don't know why they just won't do the protective order, but all right, we'll be back on March 9th. And the court will hear motions on that day and we'll see where we are on the bench warrant. Once you sign a reset form, you'll be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Court is calling 2025 CR 01386 State versus Ashia Santoya. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Ms. Montoya, all the way to the front. Yeah.
For the defense?
Lorraine Ephraim.
And are you Ms. Santoya? Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Santoya, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Santoya, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? You're charged with theft of property, $2,500 to $30,000. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will have the right to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Miss, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and reentry. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a $1,200 fine, State is recommending deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be 100 hours of community service restitution, no contact with the complainant, and the anti-theft course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
No objection.
All right, state you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor, just, she works at Whataburger full-time.
Mhm.
They limit her to 40 hours a week, but she actually goes in 7 days a week. And, she's working very hard to get herself on her feet. I was gonna ask the court to consider, possibly probating part or all of the fine and to, have some consideration on the monthly supervisory fee.
All right. Do you have any children?
I do not.
All right. How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
All right. So what's your dream job?
Okay, well, I actually want to become like the operating manager at Whataburger. And they make good, they make about like.
No, that's a good, some people think that working at fast food is bad. No, I will tell you, when I first started practicing law, and I think any attorney will tell you, you know who made more money than we did? McDonald's. And they had great benefits.
That's true. And I was telling her, I can't find a Whataburger without a line,
Mhm.
ever,
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah. Now,
Anytime.
well, I will tell you, to help you move forward, if you were to take just some business classes on the side, that will probably show your managers that you're serious about it and you can get promoted faster. All right. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to a $1,200 fine that will be probated, 3 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, or the patch. The patch costs more, but that may help you. Proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order the anti-theft course. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits 1 time per month for 2 months. I'm sorry, for 3 months. There's to be no contact with Is there anything else?
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can come in and address it with me and make better decisions. Okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you. I
Once
know
you
that
go conditions, your excuse.
Aisha wants to express her appreciation to the court and to the district attorney's office.
Awesome. Well, good luck to you. All right, who's next?
Ariana Salazar, page 4, down, is the interpreter. For Fernando.
Ariano Salazar. All right, do you have the last time we were here, you said you wanted to do a Padilla letter or something? Has that been addressed?
I just received a
Okay.
email on Thursday that they required what year he became.
I'm sorry, require what?
They required more information about my client and I just provided it for him. So it should be forthcoming soon.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. And has the state tendered an offer?
Yes, I have.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Set this for a plea deadline date in 30 days.
March 17th,
19th.
19th.
All right. Do you have any questions, sir?
No.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you too.
Sanchez, Augustine. All right, so you have all the discovery now?
Yes, Your
Was an offer tendered?
A modified offer was, tendered this morning. And so I was gonna request a plea deadline setting in about 30 days, if that was okay with the court.
All right, Norma. Set this for a plea deadline date in 3 weeks, please.
Yeah.
March 10th.
All right, we'll see you back on March 10th. At that time, you need to let the court know whether you reached an agreement with the state. If you have not, your next court date will be a jury trial setting.
Judge, March 10th. Norma, what day of the week is that? Do you know? I mean, we get the 11th.
We can do the 12th.
Okay, we'll stay with the 10th.
All right.
His day off was Wednesday. He asked me to ask for that, but
Okay. All right.
we'll make it work.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
Yes, I have one more right here. Where are they gonna really look at that?
3:10 Tuesday.
All right, that's the early term.
Yes, Judge.
All right, do you know if they've reached out to the complainant?
I do not, Judge. So
Oh,
the
oh.
issue with this one was that it was, it's with PIC. Brandon had reached out to them. It's the only reason why we're kind of here right before your meeting. Jeffrey happened to be here, so I kind of talked to him about it.
Mhm.
They are opposed, but we're hoping to still at least approach the court.
All right, so what I can tell you, based upon my review of the motion
Yes,
and of the stipulations,
yes, Judge.
there will need to be, the court will need to know about any contact that's been had with the complainant, so I'll know whether or not it's appropriate.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Let me talk to the state again, or to Jeffrey, right? Thank you, Judge.
Paul, are you ready? All right, let me take this up and then everyone else will have to be back tomorrow.
I'm gonna reset my one guy real quick.
Who is it? Oscar Carvajal?
Yes,
Oscar Carvajal.
I actually have two. Lindsay's with the other one in the hall. Cervantes.
Carvajal, come down. All right, so we need a jury trial setting, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, Norm, I need a jury trial setting on Carvajal. How long do y'all expect the trial to last?
No, this is ag robbery and he has,
All right, 3 days, Ms. Ferguson. All right, your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not consider any plea bargain agreements without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. Do you understand? All right, thank you. What date?
Like May 4th, Judge? You wanted to sooner than that?
Charles, is May 4th in state? Is May 4th? Or you want it sooner?
May 4th is when we're set on our capital in here that we're gonna have to try. I expect to be in trial in here on that day.
So no, we can't do May 4th. You want to do it earlier or no?
Sure.
All right, put it at an earlier date, please. In April or March.
April 7th?
Okay,
All right, your jury trial date will be April 7th and counsel. They have this thing at the jail now, so you have to have clothing by the within 72 hours.
so yeah, I got it, yes.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
And let me just
Let me
put
check with
this.
Lindsay on my other guy real quick.
All right, thank you.
Carvajal, we recently got the blood discovery. Can we get one more plea deadline date?
Let's see where we're on April 7th.
No, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean Carvajal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cervantes. My bad.
All right.
I
'cause
didn't mean Carvajal. I'm
All
sorry.
right, just give me one moment.
No, April 7th is fine for him.
All right, and I'm sorry, who's your other? client?
Chris Cervantes.
Cervantes? Chris Cervantes? All right, Miss Ferguson, recall this in 3 days, I'm sorry, in 3 weeks for a plea deadline date.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, March 10th. Okay, thank you.
That will be your final plea deadline date.
Okay, thank you.